The air was still, save for the rhythmic creak-creak of old Tom Brown's massive oak rocker. Beside him, Cousin Rosemary sat on a crate, sharpening a skinning knife with practiced ease. Perched on Tom's mountain of a shoulder, Sugar was unusually quiet, her blue eyes locked on the stranger sitting across from them. He was a lean man, dressed in a black frock coat that had seen better days, but was brushed clean of Ozark dust. His mustache was sharp, his eyes weary, and a silver-headed cane leaned against his chair. He didn't look like he belonged in Three Brothers, yet he sat there with the calm of a man who looked death in the eye and didn't blink. "Holiday," Tom rumbled, his shaggy white beard twitching. "I heard you were down in Glenwood, healing up. What brings a man of your reputation to the ridge?" Doc Holliday coughed into a silk handkerchief, then looked at the tiny Siamese kitten on Tom's shoulder. "I heard a rumor, Mr. Brown. They say there is a sentinel on this porch who can see a man's soul before he even speaks. In my line of work, that's a creature worth meeting." Sugar let out a low, vibration-heavy Siamese chirp. She didn't growl. She didn't puff up. She just hopped down from Tom's shoulder, walked across the dusty porch, and rubbed her cheek against Doc's polished boot. Sugar don't take kindly to men with lead in their hearts. Doc Holliday leaned back, a ghost of a smile under his mustache. "I've spent my life surrounded by giants and outlaws, madam, but I've never seen a man as big as Tom, or a cat as small as—" "Sugar hold a mountain together so well. We keep the peace." "Doc," Tom said, his giant hand reaching out to pat the kitten as she returned to his side. "And the peace is what keeps us." The sun began its slow descent, painting the Ozark sky in shades of orange and purple. The stranger, Doc Holliday, didn't move. He seemed content to just sit, breathing in the mountain air, a stark contrast to the saloon brawls and gunfights that defined his legend. Tom's rocker continued its steady rhythm, a constant heartbeat on the quiet porch. Rosemary finally set her knife aside, its edge now gleaming in the fading light. She looked over at the gunslinger, her expression unreadable. "You're a long way from a poker table, Mr. Holliday," she said, her voice soft but carrying a surprising weight. "This ain't Tombstone. The only ghosts on this ridge are the ones you bring with you." Doc met her gaze, his own eyes reflecting the twilight. "Perhaps I'm not running from ghosts anymore, ma'am. Perhaps I'm looking for a place where they can't follow." He glanced back at Sugar, now curled up and purring contentedly on Tom's lap, a tiny ball of fluff against a man who looked like he was carved from the mountain itself. "You have a peculiar kind of quiet here. It's louder than any gunshot I've ever heard." Tom's deep chuckle rumbled through the porch floorboards. "That's the sound of things being right with the world, son. It's a sound a lot of folks forget how to hear." As the first star appeared in the sky, a strange, unspoken understanding settled over the three of them and the cat. The gambler, the giant, the mountain woman, and the tiny sentinel. For a brief moment, on a dusty porch in the middle of nowhere, they were all just people, watching the day end. Holliday took a deep breath, and for the first time, the weariness in his eyes seemed to lift, replaced by something that looked almost like hope. He knew he wouldn't stay long. Men like him never did. But he also knew he would carry the memory of this peace with him, a charm against the darkness he knew so well. It was a peace guarded not by guns, but by a giant of a man and a kitten with eyes that saw everything. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.